Hi guys, welcome to our beginner lower body flexibility follow along. I'm joined with Tom and Shannon here today, so we're going to get some different shapes, different sizes, and see what things look like. So Tom's a little like myself, a little bit flexible, but Shannon is hypermobile, so we'll be able to see ranges that she can get into and ranges that we can get into that are going to be slightly different. So first thing we're going to do is sit ourselves down on the floor, and I just want you guys to see how close you can get your fingers towards your toes. So ideally we want to get that we could grab the toes and even grab a little bit further around the feet as well. We're just testing to see where we're at. If you're just here and you go like this is where I used to be, don't worry about it if you are. It's just something to track, okay? So we got a touch on both sides. Shannon's quite easily able to get her hands right the way over, cheating. So from here we're going to hop ourselves up and we're just going to test our toe touch. So in Shannon's case, she's kind of looking to see, can she get more comfortably into the movements? In Tom's case, he'll be looking for a little bit of an improve of the range. So with nice straight legs, just fold yourself over at the hips and see how low you can get your hands down to the floor. Fantastic. So this is kind of our starting point that we know that we're going to work at. Now, we're going to hop ourselves up and we're going to do a bit of a warm-up. So before we get into some deep stretches, I want to get the hips moving. One of my favorite ones is the standing march. That's when you go opposite arm, opposite leg, like this. Yeah, there we go. And then you try and march on the spot. And it's just to get the spine moving a bit and the hips to move a bit as well before we start stretching things deeply. It's just a really nice one just to get everything moving a little bit. So try and keep your breathing really relaxed as you do this. And as well, it's nice to try and get a little bit of a tuck in the lower abs. You should feel your abs actually working as you do this. So you don't want to be sticking your bum back out like this. So we tuck and march. Good. Awesome. Back elbow up, Shannon, as well. So imagine you're elbowing someone in the head behind you. Boom, like that. Boom. That gives you a wee bit more spine rotation. That's it. Back elbow up a wee bit more, Tom, as well. The elbow up like this.
Yep.
That's it. Perfect. And then we're going to go into high standing knee pulls. So we're just going to lift our leg up and then try and hug our knee like that. Hug like that. So up, hug, and try and pull a wee touch higher. Up, hug, a wee bit higher. Nice. Okay. And then now we're into my favorite, hip circles. So get anti-clockwise first of all. And then we go for a few uncle clockwise. We pop on the hip there, Shannon, was there? We clunk. So clunks and noises and everything generally, nothing to worry about as long as they're not painful. If you were to feel a clunk, a noise, and a pain at the same time, and it was always repeating, that's something to worry about. So from here, we're going to get a little more stretch in the hips. So we're going to take our feet out a little touch wider. Still do that same motion. It'll feel a wee bit more clunky. Try and get into it. But you start to feel a wee bit more of a stretch in the inner thighs as well. Awesome. And then if it feels okay, take your feet out even a wee touch wider. And around again. We're going to both directions. Nice. So especially if you go into some deep hamstring stretches, it's really good after you come out of it even, just to go back into these boils here. But it's also just a great warm-up to do as well. From here, we're going to keep the legs nice and wide and we're going to fold ourselves over and grab the elbows like this and just get a nice stretch down the backs of the legs. So in your case, Tom, you can try and keep the knees locked and get that nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings. In your case, Shannon, you want to try and make sure you're still feeling the stretch in the hamstrings and not the back of the knees. Yeah. So it's trying to find that wiggle point that you're actually trying to get into the muscle to feel the stretch rather than overextending at the knees. In Tom's case, is similar to me. It's like we can try and straighten our knees all day long. They're not going to overextend. But in Shannon's case, you want to try and get that feeling in the muscle. So from here, we're going to sway side to side, really relax the breathing. If you guys need to come up at any point and take a wee break for a second, that's okay. But if you're okay, you can just sway from side to side and just get those different corners of the hamstrings and a wee bit of a lower back stretch as well. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Good. Lovely, and then back up. Just be careful, because sometimes if you fold over like that and you accidentally hold your breath, you might feel a bit funny when you come back up again as well, so we'll give one to check. After that, we warm things up a little bit. We're going to get into a bit more of a deeper stretch. So same for you, Shannon. You might find you're able to get the leg straight here, but I really want you to focus on trying to get the belly of the muscle, okay? So Tom, you're just aiming to get your legs as straight as you can. They won't be able to go fully straight. So hands are going to go down like this, so underneath the toes if you can. Knees are bent slightly. And then from here, one side at a time, you straighten one leg and then bring it in, straighten the other one. It's like wee elephant walks. So straighten nice and slowly, trying to keep into the hamstring. That's it. You can let your weight shift to side and keep your breathing really relaxed as you do that too. If any of you guys are really struggling to even get down to the toes, you can just put your hands behind your calves like this. And same again, just try and straighten a little bit. You'll probably find getting fully straight is quite intense. Awesome. You feeling it in the hamstrings, Tom?
Oh, big time.
Big time? Awesome. What about you, Shannon? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I just have to not lock my knee out.
Not lock the knee?
In my hamstring.
Yeah, lovely. Awesome. And then next we can do same thing, but just both together. So have the hands down and then straighten up like this. And again, for any of you guys who are struggling to get down to the toes, hands behind on the calves is totally fine as well. And just go till you feel a nice stretch in the backs of the legs and keep the breathing really chilled. Fantastic. Nice. And then back up. Just give ourselves a wee couple of hip circles again, just to let things chill out a wee bit. Get the blood back into the muscles again. And then the other side. Good. So big thing as well, whenever we're stretching, we want to make sure that we don't just stretch muscles and just leave them be. We want to activate things as well. So we're going to couple these up with some single leg deadlifts. So one leg we're going to go to, and we're going to shift our weight to one side. From here, we're going to try and push our hip back, drag the foot back, and try and load the hamstring. So it's almost like a stretch sensation, but it should feel tense and strong, like it needs to do something. And then from there, lift that back leg up and see, can you hold this position? So notice I'm not that far down. I'm just about above the knee, but I feel strong in the hip. So I'm not trying to get down to the floor. I'm trying to load my hip, load the hamstring, and get to this point here. Okay? So I'll go left side first. Try and feel the hamstring and then slowly lift the foot off. Nice. Again, still keeping the breathing relaxed. You want to feel strong in the hip and strong in the hamstring. And then what I want you guys to do is squeeze your glute to stand yourself back up again. So squeeze your glute to bring your hips through to the front. Fantastic. And then see, can you go back into that position again? Nice. Feel the hamstring, Tom?
Yeah.
Good. Everything? Nice. Shannon, how you feeling? Yeah? Good. So some people will be quite flexible, will actually struggle to feel their hamstrings with a hinge like this. So it takes a lot of practice to try and get the hang of. Good. And bring yourself back up. And then we're going to alternate legs, okay? So just change the foot each time. Bring yourself down. Really focus on loading the hamstrings. Good. So it's more of a reach into the hips rather than trying to get your hands to reach down as low. It's almost like pushing your hips back and down, and that's what loads the hamstrings. So back up again, and then change legs. Beautiful. And if you're really struggling to balance in this position, you can do it beside a wall, use something to hold on to. That's really helpful as well. Nice, and then relax, and we're going to go down to the floor now. So anytime, today we're really focused on our forward fold, trying to get into that as much as we can. We want to make sure that we still move the hips in multiple directions as well, so we're not just hammering the hamstrings. So we're going to do some 90-90 switches. So 90-90 position is here, and then what we're going to do is just can we swap from side to side without having to put the hands down. If you need to, you can put the hands down behind you and just change like this. Okay? So 90-90 switches, leg behind, and then swap up other side. Nice. Another pop there. Another pop. Good. Again, keeping the breathing relaxed, and we're just trying to swap from side to side, getting those hips moving through internal and external rotation. Lovely. So just 2 more. Okay. It's a lot of work if you're not allowed to use the hands as well, to lift the whole leg up and shimmy over to the side. Yeah. Good. So next from there, we're going to go into some deep lunge rotations. So long lunge position. Knee can be down if you need. And from here, you want to reach up to the sky and then bring yourself down, trying to get the elbow down beside your heel on the floor. If you're super stiff, then just about halfway down is okay, and just really sink into your hips. We're going to do 5 reps on each side, like this. So going down to where it feels comfortable for you, getting a nice stretch in the adductors, to the inside, okay? So 5 reps on each leg. You can pick your favorite leg first. Oh, Tom and Shannon have beautifully went on the outside leg for each. Perfect symmetry. So elbow comes down to where you can get it. And the goal here is to get beside your heel. You don't want to reach in front of the foot because then you're just using your ankle to get down low. So your shin, you're looking to keep it as vertical as possible. Good. And then Shannon, in your case, I want you to really focus on trying to get your glute to open up at the hip rather than just pushing into your hip as much as you can. Get the muscles feeling active. And Tom, same as me, just hold on and hope it gets down. Just breathe out and go, please, please. Lovely. So this is called the deep lunge test. And ultimately, if you're someone that would have quite stiff hips, you might find a struggle to get the elbow all the way down. Long term, you do want to get there. It's not an advanced flexibility movement. So we're trying to get ourselves to get that elbow down. Nice. You ever done the lizard before, Shannon? So both elbows go down? That version, have you ever tried that one before? So that'll be there. So the full pose would be the lizard that Shannon's doing here. And that's when both elbows would be down. So that's actually the more advanced flexibility. Yeah, I know. Takes me a big long warm up for that one. So yeah, so the deep lunge rotation, deep lunge test, it's just like a standard of like, you want to be able to do that. Lovely exercise. So next we're going to go into some lying hamstring stretches. So we've warmed up the hips and we've warmed up those the flexion. So we're bringing the knee up like this, just like we did in the warm up. We were hugging the knee up. Now we're going to hug behind and we're going to go straight like that. So see how that feels for you, Tom? And what we're aiming for here again is to get that nice stretch in the belly of the muscle and not in the back of the knee, Shannon, okay? So point the toes, that'll help first. If it feels okay, you can flex the foot and you'll feel a deeper stretch in the calves as well. It might feel a bit nervy to you, so lie yourselves down, hug one leg in, and then try and straighten your leg up. That's it, but try and not push your foot out. So see what you did there. As you started to straighten up, your whole leg went back like that. So try and keep this part where it is, and that moves like that. Much better. Feel the difference? Yeah. Are you getting on, Shannon?
Try not to feel it in the back of my knee.
But you are getting in the back of the knee?
Yeah. Oh, actually, flexing.
Yeah. Try and go a wee bit further out. So don't go right to your end range. So actually bring it out a wee bit in your case, and then slowly go. Another thing I found helpful as well, Shannon, would be to bend the other knee. Sometimes I found that helped me feel a better position as well.
That's more hamstring.
Yeah, more hamstring. Good. Good. So roughly 10 reps on one leg and then swap up on the other side. And with all stretches that you do, you kind of want to see as one side feel tighter than the other. You spend a bit longer on that side. How's your neck, Tom? There we go. There's something Tom was doing, I would do as well. It's like you get so focused on feeling the thing that your head is coming up and your neck's just tensing up like anything. So again, with all stretches like this, you're trying to breathe and stay relaxed. Do it again. Beautiful. Awesome. And again, so we've done some hamstring stretching. So we want to do some hamstring activation while we're here. We've got roughly 10 on each side, guys, have we?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, close enough. Again, the big thing, the big thing about stretching is I actually prefer if you get lost in the movement and you're like, kind of like, oh, it feels like it's getting easier rather than 1, 2, 3. I actually prefer to go into things like that. So we're going to do hamstring walkouts here. So we're going to go up into a glute bridge position. And from here, I'm going to step one foot out and imagine I'm doing this. I'm dragging it down and I should feel my hamstring working here. Then I walk the other foot out, hamstring, walk out, hamstring, hamstring. So I have to go on the heel here, and I'm trying to go all the way out to here, but I'm still pulling inwards like this. And then I walk it back up, and I'm dragging the whole time. As if it was like climbing a mountain, and I'm trying to hook the ground. I should feel the backs of the legs as I do that. So glute bridge first, up, and then walk out, pull in, walk out, pull in. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. You've done these before, Shannon? Probably. Awesome. So hips are up there, lovely. And Tom, you're trying to keep the glutes squeezed the whole time. That's it. Feel the hamstrings?
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. So if you couple up stretches with strength exercises, it's more likely that the range of motion will stick for you as well, which is really good. Lovely. So just one more walk back in. Good. Nice. Getting warm now. It's getting warm. Okay. So next one we're going to do is like we did the elephant walks when we were standing. So you're just going to do the same thing seated. You're going to put your hands behind the calves like this and actually bend your knees and then bring your body down more like this. So we're almost trying to cheat to get our body lower. And then we're going to walk the leg out, bring it back, walk a leg out, bring it back. Trying to keep our body down low as we do that. Okay. So Shannon, you'll probably be okay to actually just grab on to the leg and push out. That's it. Yep, so behind the calf. Bring your chest more towards your knees, good. And then slowly bring one down at a time. And then bring it up, and then the other one. That's it. One at a time. Nice. I think another one for you to try here, Shannon, as well, would be to actively try and pull yourself down through your hip flexors. So you're trying to actively work.
Straight legs.
Yeah, straight legs and trying to actively pull yourself down into it. Beautiful. Do you feel that pull up here? Yeah? Yeah. So pulling down. You're really trying to, every time you stretch in your range of motion, you're trying to get strength into it as well. Feel okay, Tom?
Sweating.
Sweating? Good. Me too, and I'm just talking. I think the radiator doors, the two doors are starting to turn into radiators because it's so warm. Okay, so next one, grab something handy that you can have, like your phone, anything would do. All we're looking to do is have something we can push and grab. So something like water bottle or remote control. You're going to put one down at one side with your fingertips. You're going to push it as far away from you as you can until you can't reach any further. Then you're going to come back up and then you're going to actually grab the thing. Okay, it's a really nice trick for your brain. It's the same for using the water bottle, one side at a time. Push with your fingertips until you're like, I can't get any further. Come back up, pick up the thing. Oh, I can pick up the thing. Okay, so you want to try the water bottle? You want to try the remote? So straight legs this time, pulling the toes back. Go one side at a time, and then you're going to push as far away as you can with the fingertips. So right with the fingertips until you feel like that's as far as I can go. Right at the end of it. Good. And then come back up. And then pick up the thing. That's it. Nice. And then swap sides. Other side. Same idea. Push forwards. Right at the fingertips. As far as your fingertip will let you push it. Come back up. And then pick up the thing. Nice. And then same on the other side. So push as far away as you can with the fingertips. So you're like, I'll never be able to get that. But I pick up the thing. I got it. Good. So sometimes your brain can be like, that's as far as I can get. But if you give it something to do, it's like, oh, I know how to pick stuff up. And it just, you almost bypass that.
Picking up rather than anything else.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a really nice hack to try and get ourselves a little bit lower, okay? So one more on each side, and then we're going to have a retest of our movements. Good. Nice. And one final one on the other side. And we got it. Yay! Awesome. And then now have a retest. So our initial test that we did of just how close can we get being able to grab the hands. Lovely. Feel easier, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot easier? Nice. So nice straight legs. Lovely, Shannon. So Shannon's got the full grab and getting down nice and low. Fantastic. And then, how does it feel, Shannon? Yeah, similar?
Similar, a
Yeah.
bit more of a stretch, but
Yeah.
it's not uncomfortable.
Yeah. So still, even if you are very flexible and able to get in positions easy, it's still important to do the strength stuff and still go through the range of motion anyway. So again, we'll just finish up with our final toe touch and see, can we get any lower to the ground? Nice, Tom. Fingers right underneath. Can you get the palms down enough? Near enough? Oh yeah. Look at that. Nice. Feel okay? Gee, fantastic. Well done, guys. So I hope you enjoyed joining us. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll hope to see you again. Bye.